All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, down and dirty, Nissan NV200. Look at this on each side of the steering wheel. Got screws over there, right? So what we do is, this is pretty darn easy. There's one. There's two. We're going to take the key out and turn this off. Then we're going to drop this shroud. So there is a plastic ring that's going to pop out of this. The shroud is going to drop down. There's our key switch, right? We want to go to the other side, over here, to the good old back of the key switch. What's coming off of here? We got here's our cable right here. So we're gonna open this up. I'll show you that in a minute. So as you can see, what I did was I opened this up gently with a razor knife. Notice nothing is cut. And we got two wires here. We got a blue and a red. Believe it or not, blue is going to be ignition. I'm sorry, red is going to be ignition. Blue is going to be hot. So that's what you're going to go to. You're going to check it with a meter. Next order of business, where are we going to put the box at? If you go underneath here, underneath this panel here, which just pops out nice and easy, we can self-tap a ground right there, and we're going to actually strap the box to this harness over here, get label facing up, and that will be our point to strap the box in and test it and go forward with it. So there you go. Once it's all done, put this all back together, make sure everything is zip tied in place, and we'll show you that in a second. So here we are back into this. We got everything pretty much in place, and as you can see, we just turned the ignition on. We're waiting for this thing to check in, and what I did was I just used a couple posi taps under here, and I'm going to go ahead and zip tie my wiring to the bottom here, make it nice and secure. And we got green lights blinking, and of course you folks know that fast blinking amber means ignition is on, and the blinking green on these Cal Amp boxes is your satellite count. So this thing starts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seeing about 8 satellites, just sitting where it's at. The Cal Amp stuff is really good as far as sensitivity for that GPS satellite signal. So that's pretty much it. It's downloading updates. It may reboot, it may not, but there we go, solid amber. That means we've got cellular connectivity, and 9 satellites. So we've got a great signal sitting here, and I'll show you where I'm going to mount this in a second. So what I did was, of course, I got the zip tied off. Everything looks good. Once the shroud is on, this stuff won't be sitting on any plastic or anything. It will be suspended with the fuses. There's my self-tap ground with a ring terminal, properly crimped and secured with a self-tapping screw. And we look at our box. What do we got? We got a solid amber, we got our green light blinking, and what we did was we make a shelf out of the wiring and bundle it up on the bottom of the box and then attach it to the box. Then you can actually go to this bundle here and strap it into this support, and it actually holds the box in place. Not really any metal over the top, but at least it'll get a signal from this side, coming down at an angle. It'll get it from, across the windshield itself. So this device will be just fine. It's not going to rattle around. It's in there pretty solid. I can move it a little bit, but that's going to be solid. They'll never see any trouble out of this. Plus, when it comes time to servicing this, the next guy can come in. He won't have to go far. If you need to change it out or do a swap or whatever, it'll be done pretty quick. So there you go, Nissan NV200. Might be 10 ways to do it, but this is the way I do it, and I've never had to come back and service it. So there you go. Enjoy. One more thing, everybody, I just want you to look. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to get these together, but make sure that, try to make sure that everything's put together nice and neat. Everything's clamshelled together properly, and that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to add that to this to the video, because I come across a lot of stuff that's gouged up pretty good, and man, some of these vehicles are new, so do all you can to take care of it. Make sure you use a proper tool. I mean, you could use you know, one of these little panel tools or a clip pop or whatever it is. It's got a good edge on it, doesn't mar things up. You guys are using screwdrivers and shit and beating the fuck out of these dashboards, just not good, and pisses customers off, and then they kind of scrutinize your work. And I got one little piece I'll pop down on this, but I just wanted to add this to this video, that quality control and cosmetics are important in automotive work. So there you go. Enjoy.